Hi friends, and welcome back. Good morning. This is Melody. This is Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. It is really early in the morning today. I got up at 4. So let me show you the girls first and what I did. Fed them fresh water. Went around and picked a bunch of grass. Put it all down on the run. Gave them a bunch of Brussels sprout leaves and cabbage leaves. The girls are good to go for the day. So I got that done. And now I am trying to get a lot done before the heat comes. Let's make sure that door was locked. And I had some destruction in the back bed. I've been noticing a couple eating tomatoes. Let me show you before I move on with some harvesting. This bed here, see the cord? They had whatever it was ran through the tomatoes, made a hole down in there, and I had to try to fasten them up the best I could. There was eating tomatoes on the ground. I mean, this looks absolutely terrible, but this is real life. I think something might have crawled over from her fence that flattened my zucchini. Put my ladybug in there last night that lit up red. A spotlight there. And I think I put a spotlight somewhere else. Came out to this early this morning to no more damage in here. So it's not the best tie-up job, but it is what it is. And I was able to save some of my eggplants. Oh yeah, that's where I put the other spotlight right there. So I was thinking that I would bring you along and let's do a pepper harvest. So that the peppers, I'm going to sit you right there for a moment, so that the peppers have more chance to keep producing. So let me grab my bucket. Okay, the other reason is I wanted to be out here at daybreak so I could get some things done bright and early, because we did get a little tiny bit of rain last night. Not much, but I wanted to get out here early, before it's 99 degrees. It says a heat advisory. You're looking at a nasturtium. My nasturtiums have literally been falling out of the bed. So we could either pick some peppers today, tied onto the, or we could pick the cabbage over on my other bed. So let me think, which one do I want to do? Actually, I want to do both. So let me take it over to the cabbage bed. Let's get that out because I want to start planting some fall things. This is the beets, and that cabbage has been in for quite some time. And yeah, that one's getting bit up pretty big, pretty bad. That one's kind of small still. So let me just maneuver you a second. And I say, let's take out the cabbage. There's a couple heads here that are really, really good, ready to go. So let me grab my knife. I'm going to raise you up a tad bit. And we're going to harvest some cabbages. Okay, let me grab my knife. If you were in my live, I discussed not feeling very well. So I'm trying to beat the heat. And I say we start doing cabbages, because on my live I stated that I may have to do individual harvests. I might not be able to handle doing all the harvests all at once, because I think the heat or something got to me. And yeah, so I wanted to get out here, take care of the girls, fill their run up with, grass, try to get some things harvested, get back in the house before it gets too god-awful hot here. So let's go in with the first cabbage. Definitely could use a sharper knife. I am going to use this half of the bed So instead of me going in, getting a sharper knife, I think what I'm going to do, raise you up, and I'm just going to break it off. Remember, your roots are good for your soil, but I'm going to plant right in it for fall, which I will have a video coming out on that. And I have plants started, and I have a few more I have to start today, and seeds to start in my green stalk. So I thought, why not? Oh, the cabbage leaves have water on them. These have been in there, so bear with me. Look at that cabbage head. This is going to be a pretty big cabbage haul. One thing I learned this year is to do the mess outside. Let me see if I can break it. Like I said, this has been in since spring. Gorgeous cabbage. Let's take outer leaves off. I used to take all this in, and I'd have to clean my whole kitchen. Now I'd rather just leave the mess outside. It's pretty heavy. And I'll give these extra leaves to the chickens. What I'm planning on doing with the cabbage is making coleslaw, fresh coleslaw, and then I'm gonna peel back the leaves. So, fresh coleslaw and sauerkraut. So, that is our first cabbage. That's a doozy. Looking good. My bucket isn't the cleanest. Let me put a leaf down in my bucket so I can sit my cabbage heads in there and adjust y'all. One down, folks. So, I'm figuring I have red beets on this half. I'm either going to go in on the rest of this half of the bed with either more cabbage. I have broccoli that I planted, so cauliflower I planted. So yeah, this is my, I think it's called Best Cabbage, and don't mind me. I literally got up so early, it was like I'm just running out of the house and getting this done early today. Trying to twist it because roots spinning for a while, and then I will just amend the bed. How do I amend it? I amend it with Epsoma organic and some worm casting, and I'll go in with the next thing. You can see some of these leaves were being chewed. These are pretty heavy cabbages. Oh goodness gracious. I don't want you to not be able to see. Just taking off the outer dirty leaves. This is dirt. You all know me, I don't care about getting my hands dirty. Okay, let's see. Oh gosh, the stems are so thick because they've been in since spring. Nope, doesn't want to break. Let's see. My goodness, I need a different knife out here. Makes my life easier. Alright, well, cabbage number 2. Going in. Working hands. You always get one cabbage that's still small. At least I think anyway. So, let's see. This is one that's still kind of small, right there. It's a little odd, but that's okay. Let's go in for the next one, shall we? Okay, let me make sure you're seeing this. I'm gonna go for the end one over there. They're pretty big. Mushrooms growing in the bed. None of this will go to waste. It will go to my girls. They're gonna be fat as a house by the time I'm done. Gardens and white shorts. I do. But I'm really on a time clock today with the weather. So I want to get quite a few hours of work done out here and then go in. Good one. I'll cut the stems off with something better. Okay, 3 down. Let's check that one because I thought that one was going to get ready to split. Nope, it's good. All I've really been doing is resting in hopes that I feel better, and I've been staying out of the heat here. So now or never to get a lot of things done. They're gonna have so many cabbage leaves, they're not even gonna know what to do with it all. Alrighty. And there's more cabbage in the no-till bed as well. So it should be a good, decent, pretty big cabbage haul this year. And I will have to get the roots off and rip off some more leaves. Okay. This is my tag from my purple of Sicily, which I'm planning on doing cauliflower, getting it in early. If you go to the Farmer's Almanac, you can check to see what you could plant now. This one here has been getting chewed alive. You like my hands? So there's going to be one small one. This one's done. Cabbage moss is going to pain in the butt. Next year I'm most definitely getting bug netting. Some of it's slug bites, especially my other bed, most definitely. And that. I'm probably even going to wash these outside. This one is getting chewed alive over here. The other plus side to being out here this early is, so far, so good. My My phone isn't shutting off when it's too hot here. My phone shuts off constantly. So let me show you this, because I have a heap of cabbage leaves now. It's going to be a big harvest on the cabbages today. I'm going to pick out the ones that are ready to go. The ones that are not, I'm going to leave. Okay, I decided to use this knife to cut the stems off so I can make it all fit into my bucket. It's only a steak knife, an old steak knife of Jimmy's. And we'll clean them off together. But I want to get these stems off. Works for that, just not the root. So I have to go around this property and pick the cabbages. 2, 3, my bucket's not big enough. 4, 5, oh my goodness gracious. And I'm debating on leaving this one. It's pretty small. This one's not the biggest, so I don't know. That's a tough call because I want to plant something else in here. So let's go walk over and see the other cabbage bed so I can decide. Let me pull you up with my dirty hands. That in-ground bed, I'm gonna have to do a beer trap for slugs because they've been having a free-for-all. See, I have other red acre cabbage and stuff there, babies. I have some that are ready to go. Other ones back there are being chewed alive. So, let me check. See if I can put you right there without you falling over. We are gonna do, like I said, a big cabbage. Oh, this is pretty good. That one's got more time. Let's see if this one's ready. Tough call. This is some pak choi just going to seed. I'm just trying to decide if I want to take these out and let the rest try to grow. Oh, this one looks like it's connected. That is very odd. Let me bring you over here. This cabbage right here. Looks like it's connected to the other cabbage. Yep, I knew it. They're connected. So that one's going to be a little one. That's okay. I'll use it for my salad. Okay. And then let's go with this one. Right there. But do you see this bug damage back here? Slugs. I came out with a light the other night and finally had verification. It's absolutely slugs. Nice cabbage. And even though that one's not that big, I was thinking about maybe taking it out, and I could have this front. Decisions, decisions, decisions. You'll see this after my cauliflower harvest. I have 3 white snowball cauliflowers that are left. 2 graffitis. So, trying to free up this area because I'm thinking that my celery may be ready. Let me see. Let's go for it. Let's get this one out of this in ground. Okay, so 1 or 2 of these, or 1, might be a good size. I don't care if the other 2 are small, because I can use that for personal eating. But I do have other crops I gotta get in. I have more cabbage going. This is July, I think, like the 18th. And I want to use this in-ground no-till bed for fall crops. And I don't want to let things go too long like I kind of did my snowball cauliflower. So, let's see. Peel this off. Pretty good. Pretty good size. Not too shabby. But I have piles. I've never seen a cauliflower. This is going to be that little one. I mean cabbage. I never saw cabbage grow in with another cabbage. It was literally connected, so I didn't have a choice. I had to pull it out. So this one here is going to be a little teeny tiny one, but I love cabbage. This could be my own personal head cabbage. Not too bad. And then let's go in and clean this one off. And this is why I think it's best for me to do one harvest at a time and bring you along, unlike last year that was crazy. If you're new here, hi and welcome. I'm Melody. There were a lot of food last year. I don't even remember the weight now. I was on Shed Wars. And it was just too much. And the heat's been god-awful here this year. And don't have my knife. And I'm not trying to jeopardize my health too much. I want to be able to harvest things, I think, one at a time. So that it would just make it easier all the way around. So that just gave me 2 with a baby. And I think this was the one that was connected. That's okay. We'll turn it into sauerkraut. Girls probably won't even be able to move in their coop with all these leaves. And then I will go in under the other ones and I'll clean them up. But today is going to be all about harvesting cabbage so that I can amend the bed with y'all. And then I will plant my next thing in there. So, let me rinse my hands off real quick with the hose. Okay, I rinsed my hands off and I'm just going to put this cabbage in there. The other one's kind of full. And there's way more to go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Full bucket. And then I have all these here that I'm just going to kind of let go for a bit. Let me double check and see if there's any ones in there that I'm missing that are ready right now. always says if you take the lower leaves off, it helps with slugs. And I've been doing that. I'm giving it to my chickens. But this is a new no-till in-ground. I wanted to clean it up real fast. There's a caterpillar. Fuzzy one. Can you see the fuzzy caterpillar? Let's give this to the girls. Bring you along. Yellow fuzzy. Let's see if the girls notice. Open the door. Before they decide to come out. Look, girls. Look what I got. I'll lower you down some. I'm not trying to drop. Oh, instead I'm dropping you all. Okay. Here, girls. Hi, ladies. Ladies, look what I got. Let me lower you. Lock this. Raise you up some. Oh yeah, it's alive, trying to move. Let's just see if I can actually get it on camera this time, because they're a little bit crazy. See right there? Look, girls. Look. Look. Get it. Oh, they'll see it. And then they run around like goofs. She knows it's there. You gonna get it? Get the bug. Get the bug. And then usually they run around like lunatics, but they might make me look like a liar. I know she sees it. You're probably like, look at all this food in here today. What are you doing? Put it there for you? Let's see if she gets it. Make a liar out of me. Maybe she don't see it. This is it. It's a big one in between the cabbages. You gonna get it, pretty girl? They might be full. I gave them so much food. Look at that. I'm trying to get it on camera because I keep promising everybody how to get them in action. They're all just living their best life, let me tell you. Oh, they're so funny. But anyway, I have said that I would try to get it on camera because it's been a couple beetles and they run around and they chase each other. Let's see if I put it right here, somebody will notice it and get it. If not, it's going to be buried in here under a lot of cabbage leaves. And all this fresh, lovely grass. Hi, beautiful. That I put down for them today. I think it's because there's so much for them to eat in here right now. Let's see if she spots it. Well, I'm going to let it sit there, and if they go after it, I'll try to catch it on film. Oh, how'd you miss it? Look. Look. Silly bird. Would you like it? There you go. I'm telling you, as soon as one finds it, then they fight over it. Girls, want a caterpillar? Oops. I don't know. I think my girls are blinded over food because they're not even seeing it. It's one of those things, as soon as I turn the camera off with them, then they'll get it and run around and look goofy. It's actually really funny. So I'm interrupting my cabbage harvest to catch the girls, eat a caterpillar. Ooh, you almost fell. There it is, it's moving. Got it. Get it, girl. Get it. She's like, what the heck is that? Just bypassing it. I wonder what that's about. Oh, she just stepped on it. There it is. She's messing with it. Look. You're the only one that knows it's there. You can finally get a treat all to yourself. Yeah, get the bug. You're holding up my cabbage harvest. These girls are so fun. Okay, we're gonna go this way near the food. They get it, they get it. They don't, they don't. We'll see if they say it. Looky, looky. What is that? They're just overwhelmed with so much good food today. They knocked it off the leaf. It's just sitting there. In case you aren't interested in this, I am a new chicken mom. This kind of thing is hilarious, but hopefully they get it because I don't want it to stay in all the cabbage leaves that I'll be bringing in. And I just thought I could show you something funny, but you know, they're on film, so they're not wanting to, you know, I guess be funny. And their whole run is filled with grass today. I did that early this morning. So there's a little caterpillar treat for them. I guess eventually they'll find it. Maybe I could catch it. Okay, let's go back to cabbage. They'll figure it out. Right as I was ready to leave. Alright, so we're going to go collect our cabbage. Have fun, ladies. Sure you'll find it eventually. Sorry, everyone. Normally, a bug goes in there and they all go nuts. And this time, I guess they knew Mom had the camera on. But at least it's a little pleasantness during cabbage harvest. So I have all these leaves to take in for the girls. And I really can't be wasting time because I want to beat the heat. So let me finish checking these. Okay, so I just went in and took off some more leaves. There's definitely not a good celery in there. These are going to stay, but just a word of advice, if you're going to be harvesting, you might as well just clean up your area while you're at it to get ready for the next thing. And try to remove the lower leaves. Live and learn, in case you deal with some slugs. So, there is that cabbage. I'm going to leave there. I'm going to go over and collect my other one. And that may be our cabbage harvest with a little cuteness from the birds. But obviously, you know, they didn't want to entertain me or you on film. So, there's that. And I really don't have any more time to waste as far as what I want to put in the ground, all inside this bed over here. So let's get this out. And then I can have this bed for the next crop. Just remember to fertilize, amend your soil, all that good stuff. Copenhagen, I think it is. Big one in there. So let me start pulling the leaves off. I know this is not the fun part for you, but I have learned a valuable lesson. Don't take the mess inside, leave it outside. It just makes life so much easier. I don't eat cabbage leaves, obviously. I don't know too many people that do. So nothing will go to waste. Not around here anymore. Yeah, this one was definitely ready to be picked. Because it had a soft spot right there that I'm going to pick off the layers. Sorry about the noise. Cut this off, and I will just remove that spot. Take the stem off. Looks like a spot that just, I guess, got wet. I'll show you in a second as soon as I get these other layers off. Now we're going to make this cabbage head look smaller. I think they're all pretty good, decent sized cabbages. I just cut it off. Good to go. And that's how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that makes 8. And then the ones I have on the other side. So let me. This one's just starting. Okay. I'm dropping cabbages everywhere. The cabbage harvest, I think, is pretty good, and that'll still leave me some extra cabbage going into fall. But I have other cabbages I want to plant. Yeah. So let me put you on pause for a second, and I'm going to carry this all over, and then I'll show you how many I got. Okay, I obviously had to make a couple trips to pick the cabbage up. So more cabbage left to go. 2 big piles to clean up right there. But all that cabbage left. And I have more cabbage to put in. The hose is over this way. So, and I forgot I didn't cut a couple off. So let me, eventually when I get a real camera and I don't have to worry about my video shutting down, won't be all this moving around. But I forgot that I didn't take a couple. That's my baby one. But I still have to cut those off there. So let me do that right quick. Okay, so this is not all of it, but not too bad. I think it's a pretty big cabbage haul, some really good sizes. So I'm going to clean this up out here. I'm going to pick up my other well, not my other. I have 2 huge piles of leaves to pick up that I'm going to feed to the girls. So, I'm Melody. This is Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. This is part of my large, I think this is pretty large, cabbage harvest. I just have all the rest of that cabbage over there, but it's not ready yet. When it's ready, I will bring you back and we'll harvest that. But I'm going to clean this up with the hose out here. And yeah, I'll bring you along when I either do like the fermented sauerkraut. And maybe I'll show you how I make my mother-in-law's coleslaw out of some of these heads. So love y'all. Thank you for coming along with me. I know it's a little bit longer. We wasted some time in with the chickens, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to bring you along for each and every harvest, I guess, so I don't kill myself. But there it is. There's the cabbage harvest, and I'm gonna clean it up. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Always remember, grow your own food. God bless.